Can Rory McIlroy capture a third career PGA Championship, and which Canadians have the best shot this week? Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of On Tour with Jon McCarthy, presented by Callaway. Rob Wong joined alongside by Toronto Sun national golf writer Jon McCarthy, who joins us from Charlotte, North Carolina, the site of this year's PGA Championship. And John, all eyes on Rory McIlroy this week, coming off that win at the Masters. He is a two-time winner of the PGA Championship, but none of those wins coming at Quail Hollow. How do you think he'll fare this week?
Well, none of the wins at the PGA Championship came at Quail Hollow, but he has won 4 times at this golf course. Jordan Spieth called it the country club of Rory McIlroy, so that shows what some of his colleagues think of him at this place. It's a long, very long golf course, made great for the bombers and good drivers of the ball. It sets up wonderfully for Rory McIlroy. So the question will be, is he inspired to keep the pedal to the metal this year? I mean, he's already won 3 times on tour. He's won the Players' Championship. He's won the Masters. So it would be natural to maybe take a breath, but that doesn't seem like Rory McIlroy's MO. If anything, I think maybe the win at the Masters has taken some of the pressure off, and he's coming in here freewheeling, which is a bit of a scary Rory McIlroy. I was talking to Adam Hadwin yesterday, and Hadwin said the same thing. He says it's a little bit scary. He could see Rory picking off 2-3 more Masters wins in the next 5 years, and then he even went as far as to say it wouldn't surprise him if he went for the single-season Grand Slam, the holiest of golf's holy grail. So there is all eyes on Rory McIlroy. This golf course is not only very long, but it's very wet. It's been pouring rain here all week. More weather expected over the tournament days, so it's going to be a bomber's paradise, and nobody hits the ball further or straighter than Rory McIlroy. So you're going to want to look at the bombers if you're making your picks. Rory McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau, both guys in good form. Bryson had a recent win on LIV. Scotty Scheffler's coming off a recent win. So all the biggest guns in golf have everything rolling going into this week. So it's setting up wonderfully, and Rory McIlroy is the favorite to win this week. Close with Scotty Scheffler, but it's going to be a great week for the bombers.
Well, as we always like to talk about on these videos, it's about the CanCon, it's about the Canadians, and which of them do you feel as though could be in contention this week? Who do you like at the top of your list?
Well, there's 5 Canadians in the field. They all usually play a practice round together on the Tuesday of a major championship, but this week there's too many of them. They said they were joking that they thought about trying to go off as a 5-some. But they ended up, in 2 separate groups, one after another. So let's go right through the list. Adam Hadwin, who I just mentioned, his form hasn't been great this year. He's the only one of the 5 outside the top 50 in the world rankings. His game isn't there. He's not a long player, so it will be a monumental task for Adam Hadwin to contend this week. And then after that, Taylor Pendrith. He's the longest of the group. So he looks like he could be a good shot. He's not in the best form, and he doesn't really have the major championship experience, I would say. So we'll take him off the list. Nick Taylor, he's the most decorated of all the Canadians with the number of PGA Tour wins, his great win at the Canadian Open. He's also not a very long player. He's going to be leaning quite heavily on his long irons this week. I would say he would be my pick to win this thing if a Canadian could win it, but I wouldn't bet him as the top Canadian. I think I would look for that. I would look between Corey Connors and Mackenzie Hughes. Connors is the better all-around player. He's 21st in the world. But Mackenzie Hughes is a member here at Quail Hollow for the past 2 years. He lives nearby. He's in great form. He lost in a playoff last week at the Myrtle Beach, a second tier event on the PGA Tour. But before that, he was tied for 3rd at the RBC Heritage, an elevated event. And the week before that, a 10th in Houston. So Hughes is in great form, and he is very inspired to play well at home. He had all the Canadians over at his house last night for dinner on Tuesday night. So he's a very fiery guy, and he wants nothing more than to put on a good show. A wonderful putter and chipper. He's added some length in recent years, so I think my pick for top Canadian would be a very inspired Mackenzie Hughes.
Yeah, I like it. The home field advantage for Mackenzie Hughes this week. But as you said, all the bombers are there. All the top players are there. Should be an incredible week at Quail Hollow. You can find all of Jon's coverage over at the Toronto Sun. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For Jon McCarthy, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.